Hey y'all, so here's what we're looking at. We're looking at beef chuck pot roast boneless. So this is what I'm looking at today. It's called the poor man's brisket, but I'll tell you it's every good as a brisket. And so we're gonna do it two different ways. I have two different ones. This one's about 2 pounds. And this one's just under about 1.75 pounds. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna do it two different ways. So we're gonna start it out the same, or we're gonna finish up totally different. So I'm gonna do one with burnt ends, which will be delicious. They're really good for that. And the other one I'm either gonna shred or slice for a sandwich. So let's get started. Let's season them up. All right, so today what we're gonna be seasoning them up with Texas Best Brisket Rub. This is from Heaven Made Products. I haven't tried it yet, but since we're making a fake brisket, or the poor man's brisket, we might as well give it a shot. So you wanna go ahead and season it up pretty liberally on all sides. So you want a good, even coating. And even though it's rubbed, don't rub. Just pat it gently in. So it's grilling time. We're out on the Weber Smoky Mountain and we're adding both chuck roasts. And we're gonna stick them both on the top grate. And that's how they'll cook. I've got a temperature gauge for the top, for the grate itself. And then I'm putting one in one of the chuck roasts, just to temp it. And I wanna get that one up to at least 160. Hey y'all, so we're about an hour in. And here's what we're looking at. So grill temp has been stabilizing around 250, a little bit higher than that sometimes, but looking pretty good so far. So we're just gonna wait for the stall for the meat. It's already come up temp to 158. And boy, does it smell good already. And hey y'all, what a beautiful day to barbecue. It's nice and warm today. The mountains look fantastic. So we have hit the stall. So what we're looking at, ooh, those look pretty. So what we're looking at right now, it's hit about 160. It's been hanging out there for a while. I'm gonna go ahead and load these up and we're gonna take them inside. So we are back in the house. What we're gonna do right now is wrap them up. So for the first one, I'm gonna choose this guy. The only thing I'm gonna do is wrap it up with a little bit of beef broth. And that's it. That's gonna be for sandwiches. So I'm gonna pour in a little bit of beef broth. Beef broth. About a cup or so. I'm gonna cup of beef broth. And for the second one, what we're gonna do is go ahead and wrap this up, stick them back on the grill. We're gonna go ahead and cube it up. So we're looking about 1 inch by 1 inch slices. Thank you, Frank. Hey y'all, so what we're gonna do is burnt ends with one of our chuck roasts. So I've got Bailey's barbecue sauce. That's Scott Bailey from the barbecue. The Real Show BBQ. I'll leave a link to him down below so you can follow him. The other things we're going to be adding, and I did cut those up, we're going to add Texas Best Brisket Rub from Heaven Made Products, and boy, I'll tell you, this stuff is delicious. Some honey, some brown sugar, and we'll cube up the butter and put that on, and then we're going to stick it back on the grill. And we'll see you back when we're adding all these things. Hey, so we're gonna go ahead and add everything. I'm gonna first of all add Scott sauce. This is Bailey's barbecue sauce. me go ahead and add that stuff. This stuff tastes amazing. And it smells amazing too. So go ahead and add a thick coating of that. We're gonna have to stir this up a bit too. Add a tiny bit of beef broth. So we'll go ahead and do that. So that's probably about a third of a cup, quarter of a cup. Not very much at all. I'm gonna go ahead and add more Texas Best brisket rub from Heaven Made Products. So you do want to add your rub after a while too. That'll make it taste real good. It does smell insanely good. Go ahead and add some honey. So this was kind of a smaller brisket. We're gonna go ahead and drape this with honey. So it gives it a bit of shine. Lots of brown sugar. And that's to taste. Go ahead and add a handful of that. And just kind of drape it all over. I don't think we're gonna add this whole thing. So we're looking probably about the same amount, about a quarter cup or so brown sugar. So I'll leave the rest of this for later. And then let me stir this up. So we do want to stir this up. Last thing we want to do after we do is add our butter. So right now I'm going to go ahead and stir this up, and then I'll add the butter on top. I only want to put about, for this size, I keep wanting to call it a brisket. For this size chuck roast, we're looking probably about 4 or 5 slices of butter. And then we'll wrap this up, stick it back on the grill. And we're still keeping the same temperature, so we're still keeping about 250 or so. And we'll let it go for, well, until it's done and tender. So we'll let it go for a while. And then don't forget, we still have our other brisket chuck roast too. So I'm gonna go ahead and add a couple of pats of butter. So probably 4, I think will do this. Sorry, I'm using my fingers, y'all. I'm gonna seal it up, and then we'll meet you back on the grill. And we're back out on the grill. So what we got here is, I put it into 2 separate layers. So we've got our burnt ends on the bottom, and then our chuck roast for sandwiches on the top. So we're looking good. I did put a temperature probe inside the one on the top, so we'll check and see when kind of temp done. That'll give us a good clue as to when to pull it. But we also do want to probe it for that too. Alright, I was slightly optimistic. So it did actually take 8 hours. So we're gonna reveal our burnt ends, which are fantastic. I'll leave a link down below for the Real Show Barbecue. And boy, those are meat candy right there. They're fantastically good. And then our other one we're gonna cut into sandwiches. So I'll tell you, this brisket rub is really good. It's awesome stuff. That's all we did. Beef broth. That's pretty much it. That's how it works. They're all on here for it too. Next up, the burnt ends, which I'm super excited about. And boy, Scott from The Real Show did a great job on the barbecue sauce. It is fantastic. So I'll leave this link down below. Boy, that's really good. So what we got here is we got our second half, and these are the burnt ends. I'll tell you this much, they're like meat candy. They're so dang good. That sauce is delicious, the rub is delicious, and they have a little bit of bite to them, but boy, they're good. Tenders all get up, and it did take quite a while. To cook this, but it's well worth it. It's about the same time as the brisket, or a little bit less. It's a heck of a lot cheaper too. So if you're in the mood for brisket, burnt ends, whatever else, go for it. So I highly recommend trying it out. And if I can do it, you can too. So Pickles signing out. Later, y'all. That's good. It's